Welcome back to the channel. Arsenal's summer transfer window is heating up, with fresh reports linking the Gunners to several exciting talents across Europe. Today, we'll discuss Arsenal's interest in Lille star Matias Fernandez-Pardo, the latest on RB Leipzig winger Antonio Nusa, and the ongoing speculation surrounding Newcastle captain Bruno Guimaraes. Stay with us as we break down the latest rumours, what they mean for Mikel Arteta's squad, and which deals could realistically happen before the transfer window closes. Arsenal emerge in race for Euro 60M, rated Matias Fernandez-Pardo as Lille reject exit request. Arsenal have emerged as one of several clubs monitoring Lille forward Matias Fernandez-Pardo after reports in France revealed the Belgian international wants to leave the Ligue 1 side this summer. According to L'Équipe, the 21-year-old has informed Lille he would like to secure a transfer despite the club insisting he remains an integral part of their plans. Liverpool, Chelsea and Atletico Madrid have also been credited with interest in the versatile attacker, placing Arsenal among a growing list of European heavyweights keeping a close eye on the situation. The player's desire to move comes after talks with Lille president Olivier Letang, who is understood to have delivered a firm response. Letang has publicly ruled out a sale, stressing that Fernandez-Pardo is under contract until 2029 and that the club have no intention of allowing him to leave before the transfer window closes. "We are counting on him," the Lille president said, dismissing suggestions that the forward has a release clause in his contract. Lille's stance is hardly surprising. Following Hamza Ighamane's serious knee injury earlier this year, new head coach Davide Ancelotti is expected to rely on Fernandez-Pardo and Olivier Giroud to spearhead the club's attack throughout the upcoming campaign. The French side also believe another season competing in the UEFA Champions League would further enhance the youngster's reputation. That confidence is reflected in their valuation. Team Talk recently reported that Lille would demand at least €60 million for Fernandez-Pardo, underlining just how highly they rate one of Belgium's brightest young talents. The forward has enjoyed a rapid rise since joining Lille from Gent in a deal worth around €10 million in 2024. His impressive form earned him a place in Belgium's squad for the 2026 World Cup, where he featured during the group stage before the Red Devils exited in the quarter-finals against eventual champion Spain. Arsenal's reported interest aligns with the club's continued focus on recruiting young players with significant long-term potential rather than established stars nearing their peak years. Whether the Gunners decide to turn that interest into a formal approach remains to be seen. For now, Lille's message is unequivocal. Fernandez-Pardo may want a move, but with a reported €60 million asking price and the French club refusing to negotiate, any team hoping to sign him faces a significant challenge before the transfer window closes. Henry loves him, Arsenal set to launch move for £51 million Vinicius Jr. alternative. Arsenal are set to launch a move for RB Leipzig star Antonio Nusa after Real Madrid's Vinicius Jr. decided to stay put in the Spanish capital. Arsenal are set to launch a move for RB Leipzig star Antonio Nusa after Real Madrid's Vinicius Jr. decided to stay put in the Spanish capital. The Gunners remain keen on signing a new left-winger, following Leandro Trossard's departure, despite already wrapping up a deal for Christos Solis, and Thierry Henry is a big fan of Nusa. After the Norwegian scored against the Ivory Coast in the World Cup round of 32, the Frenchman said, "That's why so many observers have been talking about his immense potential for years. He's fast, direct and unpredictable. When he gets into position and charges towards defenders, he becomes a real nightmare to contain." Tonight, he demonstrated that he can shine on the biggest stage in football. Not only did the 21-year-old deliver on the biggest stage, but he was also a consistent performer for RB Leipzig at club level last season, picking up One of the youngster's most impressive traits is his ability to drive at opposition defenses, averaging 3.0 successful dribbles per 90 in the Bundesliga last season, which was the second highest number in the RB Leipzig squad. Having caught the eye for club and country, the RB Leipzig man could now be in line for a big move this summer. According to a report from Court Offside, Arsenal are now exploring a move for Nusa, should they fail to sign Vinicius Jr., who has just 1 year remaining on his Real Madrid contract, meaning his future is still in doubt despite reports he is set to stay put. RB Leipzig value their forward at £51 million though, so a deal would be expensive, and he is not the only option on the shortlist, with Christian Pulisic, Ibrahim Bey, and Brahim Diaz also under consideration. Which Vinicius Jr. alternative should Arsenal sign? Antonio Nusa. Nusa has 9 goals in 30 caps for Norway, while he has also amassed 10 goals and 11 assists in 71 matches since joining RB Leipzig. However, even though that is a respectable return, the Langhouse-born star is yet to have an especially prolific season in front of goal. Christian Pulisic. Pulisic is more experienced at 27 years old, and the USMNT star has chipped in with 42 goals and 27 assists in 134 games for AC Milan. The former Chelsea man has also played in the Premier League before, but he is more suited to playing on the right. Ibrahim Mbaye. Mbaye is more of a left-field option, considering the PSG forward is still only 18 years old. Last season, the youngster featured for just 998 minutes in League One, picking up 3 goals and 2 assists, which indicates he may be some way off reaching his potential. Brahim Diaz. Like Nusa, Diaz has been impressive in front of goal at international level, netting on 14 occasions in 32 appearances for Morocco. The Real Madrid star is also experienced at a top club, picking up 22 goals and 30 assists in 163 appearances for the Spanish heavyweights, which suggests he would be able to make an instant impact at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal also remain keen on improving their midfield this summer, and they are still in the hunt for Newcastle United star Bruno Guimaraes. An offer of around £80 million may be accepted by the Magpies, despite the fact they have already sold Sandro Tonali this summer. Bruno Guimaraes drops Newcastle United future hint on social media amid £85 million Arsenal saga. Bruno Guimaraes has been pictured full of smiles while fishing in a Newcastle United bucket hat as he continues to enjoy his post-season holiday. Back on Tyneside, the midfielder is the hottest topic in town as Arsenal weigh up an offer. Eddie Howe confirmed to reporters on Friday that he has held conversations with Guimaraes over his future. But if a high-profile transfer saga is playing on Guimaraes' mind, he certainly hides it well. A post from Rafael Ambrosio, a Brazilian spearfishing world champion, showed the Toon skipper enjoying one of his favorite hobbies. Guimaraes caught a permit, ironic as he has not been given permission to agree personal terms with Arsenal. Several outlets claim the 28-year-old's camp have thrashed out an agreement before the Gunners have approached Newcastle. Eagle-eyed fans noticed Guimaraes wearing a black and white Newcastle bucket hat. In a world where everything on social media is used as ammunition, many are claiming this to be a subtle win in the transfer saga. Guimaraes is due back at the Knox on Friday following his extended post-World Cup break. All eyes will be on Newcastle's talisman turning up for training after the Alexander Isak fiasco last year. Eddie Howe on Bruno Guimaraes. We've had some really good conversations, before the World Cup, during the World Cup and after the World Cup, Howe told reporters after the 1-1 draw with Gateshead. What we speak about obviously has to remain private, but just a great player, a great person. I don't know what's going to happen with Bruno's future. That's for other people to speculate about, but also conversations that I'm not part of. Those are the latest Arsenal transfer updates. Which signing would you like to see at the Emirates Stadium? Should Arsenal push for Matias Fernandez-Pardo, make a move for Antonio Nusa, or spend big on Bruno Guimaraes? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this update, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Arsenal transfer news. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.